The fall anime season is coming up, starting next week. So why don't we go through some of the most anticipated anime this season? This season is super diverse with a combination of new ideas and returning seasons of already great shows. Before I start, this is just my opinion, so if one of the shows is rated higher or lower than what you think, don't send hate. Just let me know in the comments what you think. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into the anime. At number 10, we have Blue Box. I've been seeing this manga for the past few years on Shonen Jump and never knew what it was till I saw it was being adapted. The story follows Taiki Inamata, a senior who plays for his school's badminton team who trains every morning with his crush, Chinatsu Kano. It's cooking up to be a good sports anime with a good romance subplot. In number 9, we have 365 Days to the Wedding, another romance. But this one follows two middle-aged introverts, Takia and Rika. The two work together, but after the higher-ups announce they're moving some of the staff to an office in Siberia, panic ensues. However, there is a way to prevent being moved, and that is to be married. So the two of them hatch a plan and pretend to be married, but of course, the fake relationship slowly turns real. This is looking like another great romance for this season. Coming in at number 8, we have our first returning series, Blue Exorcist Beyond the Snow Saga. It's a continuation of the Blue Exorcist series. For those who don't know, the series follows Rin Okumura and his twin brother Yukio Okumura, who after they find out they're sons of Satan, they enroll in an academy to hone their abilities to take down their father, Satan. This could have been higher on the list, but it just shows how many good shows there are this season. Number 7 might come as a surprise to some. Gun Gale Online Season 2 is releasing this season, and I'm excited for it. GGO is one of my favorite things to come out of the Sword Art Online universe, and I still remember watching Season 1 of GGO 6 years ago. The story follows Koirui Maki, Karen, and her experience in the virtual MMORPG Gun Gale Online. Season 1 had a great story, and I'm glad to see it come back. At number 6, we have Shangri-La Frontier, Season 2. I wrote the first season of this show off as just another Sword Art Online copy, but this show is really good. It's a great comedy and it's relatable if you play games at all. And with Season 2 coming out, this will definitely be one of the shows I'm keeping an eye on. From here on, you can probably guess the next 5, but at number 5, we have Bleach, which would be higher, but I've just started watching Bleach and I can't say much about the new releases. Continuing the Thousand Blood Year War arc, this is easily one of the best returning shonen this season. The whole reason why I started watching Bleach was the TikTok edits, so I'm excited to see what they come up with this season. Now this might be controversial, but at number 4 we have Blue Lock Season 2. Like I mentioned at the start, this is just my opinion, so yes, I think that Blue Lock is more hyped than Bleach. Blue Lock is arguably the best sports anime out right now. After being fed up about losing football, the Japanese Football Federation sets up a project to get the best footballers in Japan and train them in an elimination tournament. The second season follows their experience against the U20 Japanese team, and just like with Bleach, I'm excited to see the TikTok edits. At number 3 is Dandadan, another anime that I've heard great things about the manga. The manga follows Momo Ayase and a young boy who, after an unlikely meeting, the two argue about whether ghosts or aliens are real. But to their surprise, both are real. The story follows the two of them in their adventure with the extraterrestrial and supernatural. Just like with Bleach, this will be another great shonen for this season. This might be another controversial entry, but we have ReZero Season 3 in the number 2 spot for this season. This is easily the most anticipated isekai of the season, if not the year. It continues the story of Subaru Natsuki and his life in a time loop of death. He's required to move life forward and progress, but if not, the time loop will restart and he'll remember the pain of every other past life. Before number 1, I'm going to say some honorable mentions. Orb on the Movement of Earth follows a young researcher in the 15th century who is trying to prove planets' orbits around the sun. If you like history and drama, this could definitely be a good show to watch. Seirin Suki Season 2 and Arifureta Season 3 are both good isekais getting continuation. Danmachi Season 5, wait, there's 5 seasons of that? And the last honorable mention is a controversial one. If My Wife Becomes an Elementary School Student, which just from the title sounds terrible. The story follows a family who, after their mother's death, comes back as an elementary schooler. Just coming off the title, it sounds like a terrible show, and that's what I thought, but it deals greatly with depressing themes, and is definitely a show to keep your eye on. And so for number 1 in the fall 2024 anime season, we have Uzumaki. To probably no one's surprise, Uzumaki comes in this list number 1 for me. Some people think it should have been Re:Zero or Dendedan, but when one of the best and most popular horror mangas gets an anime adaptation, it's going to get a lot of attention. The only thing I'm worried about is the Uzumaki anime has been releasing for the past few years, so as long as it actually does release this season, it will be the best anime of this season. The story is great. It follows a town's descent into horror from the spiral. Coming from Junji Ito, the horror legend, it'll definitely be the best anime this season. So those are some of the best anime releasing this upcoming season. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything you're excited for. Also let me know what you're most excited for. But for now, this has been ZJ Anime. Thank you for watching. Peace.